Hi, this is Gary with MacMost.com. On today's episode, let me show you some power user tips for using the Apple Watch. So the first tip I want to show you is how to take a screenshot. You take a screen grab on your Apple Watch the same way you do with an iPhone. You have to press both physical buttons. So in this case you've got the crown and the side button, which are right next to each other. So it makes it really easy because you just press and hold both at the same time and you can see it flashes there, and that tells you took a screenshot. Now where does the screenshot go? Well, it goes into the camera roll on your iPhone. It appears there pretty instantly. So it's easy to take screen grabs of things that you see or things that you want to keep on your Apple Watch. To switch your watch into power reserve mode, press and hold the side button for a few seconds until you see this menu pop up, and then slide power reserve. So this will still allow you to see the time on your watch, but it basically shuts off a lot of the other things and greatly extends the battery life. Now I don't like how the default action of always going back to the watch face works on the Apple Watch. If I'm looking at an app, I want to go back to that app next time I'm looking at the watch, which may just be a few seconds later. So I switched on the last used app setting, which if you go to settings and then general and then go to activate on wrist raise, you turn that on and then switch to last used app. Then when you first get your Apple Watch, every app that has an Apple Watch component will appear as an app on the main screen. A lot of these I'm never going to use, so I wanted to remove some of them. You can do this on your iPhone through the Apple Watch controls, but you can also tap and hold on one of the icons and you should get the little X's just like you do on your iPhone. Now it's important to remember not to force touch. You're not pressing hard, just pressing lightly on the apps and you get the little X button, and you can remove apps right there from your Apple Watch. You can easily add them back again from your iPhone's Apple Watch app, so it's not like you're actually deleting them. They're still on your iPhone. You're just not going to see them on your Apple Watch anymore. Now if you used to set your old-fashioned watch a few minutes early, so you'd always be a little early for things or have a little more warning when something was coming up, you can do the same with your Apple Watch. Just go to the settings and the time settings, and then you can select the time adjustment and set it to how many minutes you want. So if your iPhone is in your pocket and you get a phone call, you get a notification on your Apple Watch. If you want to take that on your iPhone, simply scroll up using the crown and then select answer on iPhone, and that'll put the call on hold on your iPhone so you have time to fish it out and answer. So from the watch face, if you swipe down, you'll see all your notifications. To get rid of one, swipe to the left and tap clear. If you want to get rid of all your notifications, clear it all out, just force touch and you'll get a clear all button. The calendar app includes two different modes. A lot of people don't realize this. Just force touch and you'll come up with this selection here, and you can go between a today and a day view in the calendar. In the music app you can also use force touch to access some additional functions like shuffle, repeat, and select the source, whether the music is coming from your iPhone or from your Apple Watch. Also you can select AirPlay, and this will allow you to choose from AirPlay sources, so you can send the music to say your Apple TV or some other AirPlay device. There's also a camera app on the Apple Watch. Now there's no camera on the Apple Watch, but what it does is it shows you what the camera on your iPhone sees and allows you to remotely control it. You've got a shutter release button and also a 3-second shutter release button, which is good for being able to take a picture of yourself and give yourself a few seconds to drop your wrist so you look more natural. Now a lot of cool settings can't be found on the Apple Watch itself. You have to use the Apple Watch app on your iPhone. So go into that app and then go to the messages section, and here's where you can set the default replies. You can see it as the last setting right there, and you can change the 6 different replies that you can quickly use when replying to a message instead of doing a dictation or having to take out your iPhone. So for instance, I can change a couple of these to yes and no, which I find I need more often than some of these other ones. Now you may know that you don't need your iPhone to be able to play music. You can sync a playlist to your Apple Watch, and it's stored on your Apple Watch, and you can use Bluetooth headphones directly with your Apple Watch with your iPhone nowhere nearby. The way to do this is to go into the iPhone Watch app, go in there into the music section, and you see that playlist there. You can select the playlist that you want to sync to your Apple Watch. And the same is true for photos. You can go into the photo section on the Apple Watch app and select a synced album, and those photos will then be saved in your Apple Watch and you'll be able to view them even if your iPhone isn't nearby.